What's going on, everybody? This is your man Seth Punk here, coming at you guys with a little ramble, a little discussion video, just to see what everyone else's opinion is on this subject. Because I've been seeing a lot of it on Twitter and actually personal, when I'm at work and we talk about this game at work and everything. And I want to hear some of y'all opinions, if I can, about the direction of Star Wars Outlaws. Now, for me, we already covered it in the Star Wars Outlaws reaction slash breakdown video. But for me, I'm not an immediate fan of this character's aesthetic. I think she should look more roughed up. I think if she's going to be a scoundrel, an outlaw, a smuggler, I feel like she should look a little bit more rougher. One thing I liked about the Star Wars sequel was Phasma. And underneath that mask, just because I read the book, is a roughed up individual that's been through stuff, that's been through some crazy things, and she fits that mold, right? Solo looks roughed up, looks tired, looks like what an outlaw is supposed to be to me. And I don't get that vibe from her. I don't know. It's because it's just like she looks very Disney Plus looking, and I think that's going to vibe with people the wrong way, right? Just because of how the internet is. I promise you, I'm not attacking her because I don't want to see a female lead. I think it's cool that they did this. I wish it just was a little different. If they were going to go this route, I just wish that she looked a little bit more rougher. Just because, outlaw, scoundrel, smuggler. But she looks too clean. That's all I'm saying. She just looks too clean. It's like if she was... It's like if someone came up to me, right, and they looked like a neckbeard closet nerd, right, and they were like, "Oh, I'm about that hood-ish," you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I look at you, I cannot help but judge you and be like, "You ain't about nothing," okay? You're not about anything, and that's the vibe that I'm getting. If she was to come up to me and say, "I'm a smuggler," actually, I would not believe her. I wouldn't. She doesn't look like she would have seen anything. But maybe that's part of the story. Maybe that's part of the gimmick. Maybe that's what they want you to think. We don't know. We have to play the game, or we at least have to wait for people that have played it and make those walkthrough cutscene videos. You know what I'm saying? So, what was to say? I can say this: it was a missed opportunity not to allow people to make their own character, and that's what we're talking about today. I think it was crazy that they decided not to allow players to make their own smuggler in an open world Star Wars game. I think that was a missed opportunity, and I might even dare say the wrong choice for not going with. I don't think it's a boycott this game kind of issue, but I do think it's like maybe this game would have been more successful if they would have just allowed people to make their own character. Let people have that choice. Because this is a game that you're going to want to live in, right? This is going to be a game that you're going to want to spend all your time, especially if you're a casual, you want to spend all your time doing all these things, doing all these side quests, doing all these mini things, these mini games, all of it. Hijacking ships, going on side stories, all of it. That's what they are at least looking like they're advertising to you. But they want you to do it with this character. So then what happens if you don't vibe with this character? That's the biggest issue we have here, is that a lot of people are not vibing with her. There will be people that do. There will be. And there's a lot to vibe with. She has a cute animal. People like cute things. She has this rebellish attitude. That's good. People like that. So people will vibe, but not a lot of people will vibe. And I feel like that was a missed opportunity here to not allow players that choice. Look at what we have here. She's about to go into a negotiation tactic with an Imperial commander, right? Or officer, really. We don't know if she's a commander, but like an officer. And you get the ability to make a choice. Yeah, you get to make her own choices, but at the end of the day, you're still having to go through her own story. You're forced to go through this character's own story. And I think that's a little tough. I think that's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. Imagine, right? I'm not a Harry Potter fan, right? But I know a lot of people are. So I'm probably gonna mess this lingo up. So I apologize in advance. But imagine in Hogwarts Legacy you were never able to make your own character. Imagine that you're playing a student that is already put into a class, that's already given a team or whatever. Again, forgive me, I know there's probably a proper word for it, but let's just say that they just put this character, made you play Timothy, and Timothy is a Gryffindor, like, and you gotta go through Timothy's story, not your own. People would be upset. People would be sad. This could have been Star Wars Legacy, essentially, but they missed it. It was a train that was just like, sorry, we're not stopping at this stop. We're going to another stop, right? And that was a bitter pill to swallow for people. I think that's going to be the thing that really maybe either makes or breaks this game, depending on how good the gameplay is later down the road. Because I'm seeing a very consistent complaint of, I don't like this female character for XYZ reason. Forget what the reason is they don't like what they see. And it's fair. I think that is a fair criticism. I don't think it's fair to say that you don't like this character because she's a female. I think that's stupid. I think that's very stupid. And if that is your opinion, you need to touch grass. That's all I'm saying. Just touch grass, have a better outlook on things, right? I am cool with a female lead. It's just, I wish it was to my creation. For an open world game where I can go and do stuff like this, and I can go back there and do stuff like that. Imagine if I could make me, right? Like, I can make a black smuggler, right? I can be me. I can literally make my own choices. I could be playing Starfield and having my own little story going on, having my own little NASA punk thing happening, and then I can go to Star Wars, make me, and then have my true Star Wars immersion happening. It could be dope. But we're forced to play another character story plot and hit those story beats and everything, and treat it like a movie. And it's cool. She could end up being really cool. I'm trying to have an open outlook on this, and that's my message to everybody else too. If you share in my opinion in this, right? My suggestion is to keep that third eye open, baby. Keep it open, right? Don't close yourself off to this just yet. Because right now, it's not a make or break yet on this character. Does she look a little off? Absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe they will polish her. Maybe they will change her. Maybe they'll give her some upgrades. We don't know. We just don't know. We have to let it play out a little bit further because it's the first time we're seeing it. And we're judging it, right? We're judging it off of something that we fully have not grasped yet. But it's okay to have that third eye open and make sure that, like, is this what I like? Is this what, like, am I going to enjoy? Is this something that I can invest in? Right now, I can say that I'm slightly invested. I'm invested in seeing how far this can go. I'm not immediately like, I'm going to pre-order this today, right? Like, I'm not there yet. There's too many red flags for me personally to do that right now. But I can say, give me more. Show me more. I want to see more. Tell me more. And I think that's what more people should be open to. Just tell me more. Tell me more about this game. Maybe the gameplay will make you forget about this character entirely. I will tell you, like, sometimes, like, I played Assassin's Creed Black Flag before, and I can tell you, I don't vibe with that character. I did not vibe with that homie at all. But you know what? That gameplay was phenomenal. Final Fantasy 12 did not really vibe with anyone other than Fran and Balthazar. I think his name was Balthazar. And everyone else can kick rocks. Like Vaughn, kick rocks. But the gameplay, phenomenal. Like, I enjoyed the gameplay. So there are games where I can ignore the character and just let the story play out and just play the game. Maybe that's going to be this. We don't know. But let me know what your opinions on the direction of the game, essentially. Would you like this game to maybe go in the routes of making your own character? Can you, like, play along with this new character here that we have in front of us? Let me know. One last thing I will mention is that I really am happy that they called this game Star Wars Outlaws, because if this game is successful, if this game is loved and liked by many, they will make another one, and maybe, possibly, they will go in that route where you get to make your own outlaw. Who's to say? We don't know. But I think we got to give it a chance. That's my opinion. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you hit the like button, just because that way it can be seen by many, and that way we can have a big open discussion about it. And if you enjoyed the video, I would also appreciate a sub, but you don't have to. I get it. Personally, I just enjoyed the fact that you were here to watch the video and have a discussion with me. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. Have yourselves a day.